I think it's perfectly safe to say that Jump Force is looking like a very promising game. The only thing is, there's one problem, and that would be how it's mainly known now as a reason a lot of people are talking about it. It's mainly the graphics. I mean, I can't front. The graphics are what they are. They're meant to look as realistic as they want. They want them to be, even though sometimes the hair looks a little like plastic or Play-Doh, as that would probably be a more accurate statement. But yeah, I mean, like every game has its own art style, right? That's whatever. That's fine. The thing is, a lot of the characters look very janky. Like, I'm talking like they move like it's a fan game, you know? Like, obviously, from between the first build that they did for E3 and this one, it's a little bit different because the first build had a lot of particles. It looks like in this one they're a little bit slowed down. There's still a lot, but it's not as much to the point where it blinds us in our faces anymore. Like a freaking UV light is shining on us, trying to kill us like we're cars or something from JoJo. One of the characters that have already been shown off are still being worked on, like Aizen. Aizen is still being worked on. He's not finished apparently, which is like, why? You promote a game, that's cool, but you're not even completely finished with the characters. I mean, sure, like games like Fighters a lot of the time it wasn't complete, so to speak, only because of balancing. Like the earlier builds for Fighters had you were able to do a dragon rush anytime you wanted it, and it got freaking crazy. The early one, like before they even launched the game, they allowed you to fly, which was haphazardly, because how are you meant to fly all over the place in a fighting game? It's like the fact that we even have super dash is still, a big casualty as it is. And it's understandable why everybody's so skeptical about it. I mean, let's just look at Spike's record with their games, right? Like, they've made a lot of games. They've made Budokai Tenkaichi. That whole series. That's a pretty okay series. Not a lot of jank. It was pretty like a lot of great graphics for its time in the PS2. I'd say they made Danganronpa. They made freaking Ultimate Tenkaichi. Like in Ultimate Tenkaichi, the graphics look cool, but the whole mechanics of it were worrisome. Like, I understand completely why everybody would be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this or whatever. The game's published in Japan, they got freaking Dead Island, they got Call of Duty 3. I mean, they've helped with a lot of games, and they've made a lot of games that we've known that have a lot of bugs and stuff, so I understand why a lot of people would be skeptical for it. I mean, I love the Tenkaichi games, but they're not gonna act like they're perfect, right? This is like a whole different thing right now. I mean, it looks like they're trying to do the same format, but it's recent, so it's not gonna be exact. But yeah, I mean, who knows? All in all, I think that we should just wait and see. I like freaking Sabu. Like, I saw Sabu in the trailer. He looked pretty wacky. But then in this recent trailer that just came out, you see freaking Vegeta with his kicks looking all elegant, like damn. And you got this battle damage that actually has blood. Like, the hell? I mean, it looks nice. And they said apparently this game is meant to be catering to us, to the Western fans. And I'm like, okay, but how are you gonna do that exactly? I mean, if you're gonna cater to us just because it's in freaking DC, New York, it's not really gonna. You gotta give the game how it is. Because right now it looks like it's pretty unfinished, which I understand why people would be saying it. Like I've said, like how many times? Like 3 times? I mean, So yeah, I'm very excited because of the battle damage. Like, you see freaking Zoro without his clothes. You see Vegeta all beaten up. You see Gon getting his nuts punched inside of his throat. I mean, that's something, right? That's something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. A little bit of talk I wanted to talk about because it was just like, I wonder, like I need to talk about it. It's something I really wanted to talk about, even though in the back of my mind while I was working and dealing with this school junk. But yeah, that's it for me. If you guys enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. Play-Doh ain't a bad toy, alright? Don't worry about it. I mean, for all we know, the graphics could get better, just like they kind of did in Fighters. A lot of the jankiness that I've seen could get better. I don't know. In honesty, I've only seen it through YouTube, so I can't say, exactly what it is that is wrong with the game because I've never played it. I don't know. I'll do a video on Xenoverse, but it's going to be a discussion mainly on the fact that why I do not recommend getting the DLC, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it for me. Cheymix out. Humble.